Oi, this is a trap. The mindset that poverty is a virtue. Poverty is not a virtue. You understand? Now, this is kind of weird because there's some people I consider important, like Diogenes. That man lived in pure filth, poverty. He made a virtue of his poverty. But you cannot do that now. That was ancient Greeks. You cannot do. I mean, you can't do it now. This is different, okay? The type of poverty I'm talking about. Diogenes may have not had material possession, but that man was rich. That's why people like Alexander the Great seek him out. You get me? That's the type of the different. Sorry, that's not the type of poverty I'm talking about. The type of poverty I'm talking about that people make a virtue of, is the type of poverty of you have everything, but you're sad. You are you are in poverty. I have I have most things that I could ever ask for. Most of us, you and I, are richer than the 75% of the world, as they tell us at school. If you have a wardrobe and you got a this and you got a sink, then you are richer than that guy in the Philippines who has to take methamphetamine to work overtimes and more hours just to have the fraction of what you could. That guy, right? There's a guy that did a TED talk ages ago. Went back to Thailand, created his own house with his hands, and he was happy with how simple everything is. And my man was just living as purely simple as he could. That's not poverty. That man is rich with the understanding of what life is supposed to be. I'm trying to define poverty here, mm, but I'm doing it in such a way that even I am struggling to put into words. Uh, Poverty and the word now are the only things that I always find hard to define. The word now, N-O-W, I can never define. And I have come to accept till the day I die, no one can define that word, the word now. The moment you try to define the word now, it has become the what? The nini, the past. My brother, you see, you cannot. Anyway, we are getting carried away. I give up on trying to define the word now, but I'm not gonna give up on defining what kind of poverty I'm talking about. I'm talking about the poverty that when a rich white kid or a rich black kid or a rich Asian kid, because they're rich people of all background here, mind you, it's not a racial thing, has come to have everything that he can possibly ask for. That man now goes in search of better things, you know. Or those rich people you hear they're in these parties where they do this and do that, and all the Instagram models that go to Dubai and shit on these men because they want to, or get pissed on, because they want to. I mean, why not? That's what they're into anyway. It's because when you have everything that you can ask for, you become uh, malnourished in the enjoyment of life, if it makes sense. You're not in the poverty, the typical poverty of a third world person who has nothing to eat. You're in the poverty of thinking that you're tired of life. Is this beginning to sort of like make sense to you? I don't know. This would be one of my worst ever videos. Worst ever. Because I don't know how to define what the fuck I'm talking about. It is surely not the poverty of lacking things, materials. It's the poverty of lacking actual, uh, the vitality to the need to want to live, the enjoyment from little things. Those people are in poverty. I think I don't know which ancient Greek philosopher said it best, but it was something about like the person. It was a Seneca. The person that wants less or wants more. The person that wants less is rich than the person that wants more. That's what I'm trying to get at. The most people are in poverty of wanting more and more and more. And why shouldn't they? I mean, if you want more and you want the best in life, it is also, this is where I'm very schizophrenic. I would also say that there's nothing wrong with that. Pursue that. Pursue the material search, because the spiritual search and the material search, right? They're the same, one and the same, neck to neck, side to side. The search for material in life, materialistic fortune, is the same as the spiritual pursuit in life. How are they the same, PD? I'll tell you how. You're using one thing, this, to get what you want. Thinking. When you're trying to do spiritual search, you're trying to quiet the thinking, but you're using the thinking to try and get you to a certain state. The similarly, you want to make money, so you have to use the thinking to connect the dots of what is missing in order for you to provide some sort of a value, and for other people to just shut up and take my money. Wherever that like Colonel Sanders, the guy that made KFC, he made such a valuable product. You know this. I think this ad might be exclusive to Australia, but there's an ad in Australia, the KFC ad, where the guy just goes, "Shut up and take my money." You need to use your mind to the point where you provide so much value, a human being just goes, "Stop yapping, shut up and take my money. Take it, take that, take that, take that." And in your pursuit to get rich, and you get to a point where somebody just literally flog out their money and gives it to you, you've won. In the spiritual sense, if you've gone on a spiritual search now, mm, and you begin to have certain experiences that other people don't have, insights that other people don't have, your eyes are a bit more open than other people don't have. You think that's better than the guy who just went and chased money? You guys are the same, bro. You're the same. You might claim that you're happier. No, you're not. Happiness does not exist. I'll do an episode on that in the future. You're both the same, whether you use your spiritual, you know, little endeavors and leave all the material behind. I'll be like an Osho, bro. If you're a doctor in America and you think that the spiritual pursuit is the next step because you've had everything that you could materially ask for, so now you want to dive into the spiritual world, I'll be your Osho. I'll be your teacher. Now go buy me a Rolls Royce. 93 of them. And give me all the best women, all the beautiful girls all across the world. I'll start an ashram. It won't be an ashram, it will be nothing but a brothel. And I will have all of these ladies. And I will collect all the best drug dealers in the world. And they'll be at my disposal. If I want whatever opioids I want, they'll just give it to me. By the way, when I don't take something serious, because I know you're not going to take it serious, I don't take it serious. Whether you pursue the spiritual or you pursue the material, at the end of the day, you will be in poverty. The only person that's not living in poverty is he who is content with the least. You're not in poverty. You don't even want to escape by being alive. You like it here. You don't wake up mad. You don't want to be somebody. Then you're rich. To me, you're rich. You may not even have a single dollar to your name, but to me, you're rich. Why do I say that? I come from a background where people who, when they go on a spiritual pursuit and they've come to a sense of realization, they have evolved from who they were in the past. By the way, there is no past or future or present. I'm sorry, there's no past or future, there's only present. You see, the past, right, is just a continuum of the future. The future is a continuum of the past. The only thing you have now is now. The power of now. I hate that fucking book and I hate Eckhart Tolle. These are the type of people I'm talking about, bro. They made a virtue of their poverty, then enrich themselves and deprive you of the material richness. Suppose you think, right, I have become enlightened. Let's just say somebody out there think I'm enlightened. And then I go, Oh, I have a seminar where you have to come to my seminar and pay me $1,000. Why? Because I know something that you don't. You can be certain that man does not know what the fuck he's talking about. He does not know what you don't know. So in the poverty I'm talking about is not the one if you travel to a third world country and you see this guy hasn't eaten. Yes, that is a kind of a poverty in a way. The poverty I'm talking about is the one where you feel empty. If you feel empty even though you have money, right, you're in poverty. I don't know, bro. This is probably I'm never gonna watch this video back again because I feel like I'm just rambling. This is not making sense to me, bro. If it's not making sense to you, right? I think we should end this conversation because I am really getting irritated. My mind is not working today. Why should it? I am rich. Fuck. I don't have many things more than you would. But my richness is life. Oh. So Bob Marley was right. Material make you rich. Money make you rich. My richness is life. And what I'm doing here and the videos I make, they will be forever. At this now, 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 now. There's enough energy behind this body, behind these words, to make me even richer. And I don't mean with money, I mean with life. If you don't agree with Bob Marley, that his richness was actually life forever, then you are living in poverty. Goodbye.